What's up? Is anybody awake at 1:47 in the morning? I'm gonna try out this live stuff, see what it's all about. I just spent like 2 hours trying to figure out how to use OBS, and I still don't think I figured it out because literally I watched 2 or 3 tutorials and ended up realizing that I did the exact right thing the first time and it just didn't want to work. Just didn't want to work. So I don't think anyone's awake right now. Who's awake? Who's awake? I see one person watching. I see one person watching. Who's watching? I think this is so far behind. I feel like I'm super delayed. Can I not have a delay? I don't think I can get rid of the delay. Can anyone hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can whoever's watching hear me? Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. This is weird because I can see it on my recording. The software is like right with me, but then the stream is so far behind. Why is the stream so far behind? And I don't know how to adjust it right now. It won't let me adjust it right now. But maybe next time. Who's talking? Is that just me? Am I seeing like one person watching and I'm talking to myself right now? That would be my life right now, just talking to myself. God. I wish I could know like if someone's actually watching or like if I'm just talking to myself. I don't know if anybody's watching. This is like my first time doing live, so I really don't know what I'm doing. I am alive. I'm alive. I don't know if anybody else is. It is 1:50 a.m. where I'm at, so it's probably late everywhere. Everybody's like, go to bed. Why are you awake? But I figured it out. So there's that. How would I go about getting the delay to be not so bad? I'm not even gonna block spam messages. You guys can be total trolls right now. Or whoever that person is. If it's not just me. That would be weird. Just watching myself talk in 3 different screens. It's great. It's great. Narcissism! Gotta have that narcissism on full blast. So, I don't know if anybody's there or if anybody's watching, but I guess I can just chit-chat with myself for a bit while I try to finagle. I have had an incredibly high pain day today. I woke up with stiffness and got that worked out. And then I was okay, and I got up and I made lunch for my boo thing and sent him off to work and started to pick up clothes and then crashed hard. And I exasperated all the medication I can take until 7 or 8 a.m. So I just laid here in pain for a while. And then I was like, hey! And I was talking to Team Julie Against Ovarian Cancer, I think is her full channel name. So we talked for a while she live streamed. And then I got off with her, and she got off because she was in a lot of pain, and I was in a lot of pain, so I was about to get off anyway, but then I got off, and I tried to lay down, and that didn't work. I tried walking around, and that didn't work, because, like, right now, it was just my back and my shoulders, so I could walk around, and sometimes walking around actually helps my back, because it, like, even though walking, like, compresses it, like, I can walk around and kind of, like, do a little bit of stretching and just kind of get my body moving again, and sometimes that helps, because sometimes the pain is from the stiffness and not so much just the joints themselves. But I think I'm just having a lot of inflammation right now. This is one watching. I'm really beginning to think I'm just watching myself. just listen to myself chit chat, I guess. I mean, why not? Ooh. Special effects. High quality stream with special effects. That's how we roll. That's how I roll. You see my little okay, it's backwards, it's like a mirror. In 7 thing, and Marvel, ow, that hurt, and Grand Theft Auto poster. I'd show all my other things, but, like, it's a mess over there, and I haven't got to cleaning it today, because I crashed. And then I was like, okay, I'm crashing, I'll just go to sleep, but the problem is that past 2 days, I've been sleeping non-stop. Like, the other day I could barely lift my head up out of the bed, like, barely get conscious enough to get, the man thing off to work, and then when I got him off to work, I crashed hard and fell asleep. Like, I really just got up long enough to pack his lunch and help him get his clothes, and I was like, I'm done. I can't do it. And I fell asleep. Like, I fell asleep sitting up. And then today it's like the opposite. Like, I'm exhausted, but I cannot get to sleep for anything. And part of that is pain, but I think the other part is, like, I just can't get to sleep. Come and chit-chat now. That has to be, like, my biggest pet peeve about getting how sick I've gotten and just how my illnesses are affecting me is, like, I used to be someone who, I mean, I still am, but now I, like, am more conscious about it, and I have to bring it back. Like, I've always been a very, I wanted to say gesticular, but that's not even a word. I was very gestureful. Like, I would talk with my hands, and I would be very, like, all over the place and everything when I talked. And now it's like I can't do that, because I'll get excited and I'll start, you know, moving my hands around or whatever, and then I get and then I just, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I feel terrible. Like, I'll move a certain way, and then it's just like, no, you don't move that way. You didn't do it. And then you're like, well, okay, I won't do that. I won't do that anymore. Like going from being the person who can lift 50 pounds. I mean, 50 pounds would pretty much be where I'm like, okay, no, this is kind of getting heavy, to someone who, like, there are days when I can't even pick up a gallon of milk, or, like, picking it up causes me pain, and I've got to use both hands, and I've got to, like, brace, and I'm like, what the heck? It's a lot of changes, and I hide it a lot from people because I've just always been that kind of person that hides my pain. Like, that was just how I was raised. Like, you didn't cry and you didn't complain unless you needed to go to the hospital. And so now it's like I've grown up that way, and so it's like, okay. And like now I'll be laying there crying in pain, and like someone would be like, well, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm in pain. I'm like, why didn't you I'm in pain constantly now. It's awful. I don't think I'm going to save this either when I get done. I'm probably just going to delete this until I actually go live again and there's like people involved. I feel like I'm just video diarying. I'm looking for a word that doesn't exist again. Doing a video diary. I was trying to make that into a verb. Can you make like the action of writing in a diary? Diarying? It's not a verb. I try to verb things that should never be verbs. Just like, let's make everything verbs. So I'm being really close to the camera. I'm in my jams. I want you guys to see my jams. Which, I like the majority of my clothes, because like if I'm at home, I'm in pajamas. Like, I'm not getting dressed. Who am I seeing in the house? Me? Ain't no reason to be getting dressed if you're at the house. Unless you're expecting company, then maybe. But, like, if I know you well enough and you've been over to the house enough, I ain't even gonna get dressed for you. That's how you know you're a real friend. Like, when you can go to somebody's house or they can come to your house and it's just pajamas. Like, they're comfortable enough with you. I guess not everybody, because I guess everybody, like, some people could just be really lazy and not really care. I won't, like, go to town in my pajamas, though. I'm not, like, a Walmart pajama person. Now, I have gone to Walmart in my pajamas, but that's literally, like, it's the middle of the night and I'm having a party with my friends, or I say a party, but just, like, hanging out and sleeping over at each other's houses and stuff. And then it's like, let's go to Walmart in our pajamas, and it's like, you know, it's like funny to do it. It's not like we're actually doing it. And then, like, sometimes I'll wear some of my pajama tops. I will wear them as regular tops, but I'm like, psh, they're tops. Like, the funny thing is like, I feel like some of my regular everyday shirts are more revealing than my pajama tops, so it's like, why not wear the pajama tops? Shirts are more revealing. Okay, so there is sound. Okay, I checked my own sound. I was gonna say strong, independent woman, but I'm not very strong right now. I am a partially disabled independent woman. Whee! Just looking at Facebook, because I don't think there's anyone here watching, so I'm like, I can just Facebook. Nobody's gonna pay attention. It's not like this is my job. Not sponsored. Does anybody wanna chit chat? 'Cause it's the middle of the morning and I wanna chit chat. Chit chat. Actually, my lover boy is about to go on break, so I'm probably gonna cut this and then maybe try again tomorrow afternoon in a reasonable hour of the day. But hey, we know it works. Well, I know it works. I don't think anybody is watching me right now. I have literally been talking to myself for 15, 16 minutes. So there's that. I have a nose ring, which if you have like dry skin on your face for whatever reason, whether you just have dry skin or if you have like psoriasis or whatever, don't get a nose ring. It is just like, I love my nose ring, but because I have dry skin so bad, I have to like take it out every single day and like exfoliate my nose. And then like if you notice, like my nose is kind of red because I exfoliated earlier. Like, I don't know what it is, like, because I wear the nose ring, like, it makes the skin even more dry. And I think that's mostly because this is, like, Hot Topic jewelry, and they say surgical steel or stainless steel. Do I have one of their packages? Yeah, it's these morbid metal, well, that's glary, morbid metal nose piercings of different kinds, and I don't ever stick to a certain gauge. I get all kinds of different gauges because usually I'll put one in and I wear it forever, and then I'll take it out and put in a new one. But it even says, like, I don't know if you can see it, it says surgical steel. I'm not sure. I should probably see what that says, because I bet somebody's gonna say, well, that says it's not surgical steel. But like, these things, like, they're good for a while, and then all of a sudden, like, the silver plating comes off, which I guess is supposed to be the surgical steel, or I don't know if it's silver plated on surgical steel, but when the plating comes off, it's just grungy metal underneath. So I'm like, okay, either you guys are lying, or this is really bad surgical steel. Because if I was having surgery and this was being used, I would be incredibly angry. Like, and I like these though, because, I mean, I suppose that's why they're sucky, is because they're cheap. But they're relatively cheap usually, especially because usually what ends up happening is when I go in there, they're doing like the buy one get one, or buy two get one, or buy one get one half off, you know, something to that effect. So I'll go in there when they're on sale, and then I'll buy like 2 or 3 little sets. And the worst part is like, I'll only wear like 2 or 3 out of every set, because I have tall nostrils, and so when I had them place the piercing, I had them place it here, because I didn't want it like in my nostril, like, because I have very clear like little ridge right here, and I didn't want it in my nostril, because that would be like, I thought it would look weird, and I still do, so I had them place it like right in the ridge, which I think it's the most aesthetically pleasing there. And even the tattoo person, or what the piercer, like, she even said, yeah, that's gonna be the most aesthetically pleasing if we put it there. If we put it somewhere else, it might not look right. So that was like the most aesthetically pleasing for my nose, which I still agree with it. But because of that, most of these little bitty rings that people get for their tiny little nostrils, because they can place their nose ring like here, because they don't have like such a defined nostril, like they'll place it lower, and then they can wear these tiny little rings. I can't wear those rings. Like, the only time I can wear a ring in my nose piercing is if it's the septum piercings. Like, I'll get septum piercings and use those. And so I use the septum piercings for that if I want to wear a ring. And then studs, I'll wear these bigger studs. Now, these aren't too huge. I mean, you can see it right there next to my finger. That's about the size of the one I have here. So it doesn't look huge on my nose. I mean, it looks huge to some people. But then, like, other people wear these tiny little dots. Like, literally, right there, there's a tiny little dot. I'm like, what? Like, I would wear that if I had a job that, like, doesn't really want you to have obvious piercings, then I would wear that little bitty thing. But most of the time I wear these because that's the most aesthetically pleasing. So I buy these things. I don't even wear most of them, and then they chip and stuff. It just, like, I really need to just invest in better jewelry. But I like the cheap stuff. Cheap stuff is cheap. God, I've been rambling for 20 minutes about nothing to no one. I guess it's more because, like, I'm in so much pain right now and I can't take any pain meds. And I'm just like, I need to take my mind off of it. So let me rant or just blather on to my laptop and to possibly random strangers on the internet. Oh, I have some Pizza Hut coupons. Does anyone want to read the Pizza Hut coupons? So my insurance got cut off, and I'm almost out of my medications for my autoimmune disease. So that's gonna be fun. In a few weeks, my body is gonna start eating itself again. I mean, I don't think it ever really stopped because I just literally started getting on my medications finally. Like, I just got diagnosed a few months ago, and I've only been taking my meds for a little over a month-ish, maybe 2 months almost, because this is my second set of meds, so yeah, this is like month 2, and now I'm going to be back off of them again because I don't have insurance, so who knows when I'll get it again. It's kind of that catch-22, I need the medication to get well enough to work, but I need to work to get the insurance to afford the medication. It's a vicious cycle. Oh, you know, this software is like really nice. I think I might try to possibly play a game and stream. How would that sound? What? Playing a game and streaming? What? Rachel's like a professional streamer. So yeah, my YouTube name is Like and Bride. My name is Rachel. You guys can know that. If I keep this stream up. I guess I should stop saying that, because if you see it, I kept it up. If I didn't, you're never gonna see it. But, yeah. Where was I rambling off to? Oh yeah, gaming and possibly streaming a game tomorrow. I think I might do that. What should I stream? Should I play Minecraft or Stardew Valley? Ark Survival? Everybody can watch me be horrible at Ark Survival. Like, I haven't gotten into that game enough. Like, I got into it for a while. And then, I'm cold, guys. I got the fan pointed at me. I got into it for a while, and then I fell out of it because I was playing Minecraft on a server and Creatorverse on some servers with people, and got out of playing Ark Survival, and I only go back to it like once in a while, and I start a game for a couple days, and then I go, meh, because I like to play with people, and I don't have anybody to play, but then I also don't like just jumping on random public servers, because I hate griefing and stealing. Like that, like if I work for hours building something, especially in something like Ark, where most of the time the grind is real, and someone comes in and takes my stuff, like even if it's like they take a stack of sticks, I just like that was my stack of sticks. I was like, you could have asked, you could have left me a stack of cobble in place, but no, you just take my sticks and run. I'm in so much pain right now. I want to take something, but I can't. I've taken so much. Well, not like so much, but I've taken all I could take, which is even more than the standard dose. I've just been okayed by, you know, my doctor that I can take a little bit extra. But it's like, the meds I take are so heavy. It's such a heavy workload for my liver and stuff, and I've just started taking them, and my liver isn't doing anything weird yet, but my doctor's not wanting me to take anything stronger because she's wanting to see how the meds and my body react to each other without, you know, as few variables as possible. Also, you know, it's like if you're just starting a medication that's supposed to help your body adjust or whatever, it's like, okay, well, we gotta see if there's the pain going away because the meds is the pain going away because you're taking pain medication. So I like bit my lip, and now like this side of the, or this lip side of my lip is swollen. Alright. Well, I'm gonna cut it off, I think. And hopefully come back tomorrow and maybe do a game or something and stream. So that pain is starting to get really bad. I think I'm gonna have to try to like lay down or something again. Oh yeah, I had like a almost panic attack, like little flashback moment thing earlier, and I think that's why I wanted to stream. I wanted to get my mind off of it, and I think that's part of the reason like that pain got so bad. Alright, I've been doing this for like 30 minutes, and I feel better emotionally. I feel a little bit better physically. Like, I feel better, like I'm distracted from the pain, but I know that the pain is getting worse, so, because it's spreading. So I think I'm gonna get off, and hopefully come back tomorrow, and maybe stream some video games, or maybe we'll just do a chit chat. Probably do a video game. At least that gives some people something to watch if they get bored with my shit chat. Well, that sounded like a bad word. It's not a bad word, I said chit chat. Alright guys, I'll see you tomorrow, or later today, because it is 2:15 a.m. Alright, bye guys.